Let me get it going. I went well, I didn't really go underground. They kind of were chasing me. They were doing some kind of a thing.
I should have
It,
brought my glasses. That's what really helps.
I actually like it, ironically. And I
What's
love
that?
this and the little lines and the little dust particles.
Yeah.
So, but I kind of was being tested on a really strange
Yeah, I could
way.
change it too and stuff to
Wow.
whatever pattern I want.
Uh-huh. I like it. Mm-hmm.
The other one I gotta find it, but it
Mm-hmm.
actually
Yeah.
streams a
More
line.
over here.
It
Yes.
streams a
Uh-huh.
line
You
from
got it. Mm-hmm.
it can stream a line from here to
Mm-hmm.
this side all the way to that side.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta find that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm building some lasers. I've ordered
Mm-hmm.
some parts. I got the diode. This thing
Mm-hmm.
turns off by itself. I don't know why.
It's
Is
got a
it a?
timer on it. Mm-hmm.
I can do just a solid one if you want.
No, I like it. No, no,
Okay.
I like these better. It's ironic. What was I thinking? There was something I was thinking, and I lost track. But oh yeah, what happened was early on, about approximately 2010, I went out, and they kept wanting me to go out. I mean, there was this really weird stuff, and kind of prepping me for the cold. And it was around Thanksgiving of
Uh,
2010 or 2009, one of the two. It was just early on when all this started happening. My baby sister passed away in January of 2009. But anyway, so I went out, and it just kind of, they were doing this whole team electronically, and they would call me an amateur and stuff like that. And then I ended up taking my car. I don't know if you know Chatsworth, but they've got places back in there.
mm-hmm.
And I went out there, and I ended up walking and following the riverbed.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, because I was being told, not by them, it was like I was being told by someone else to put mud over me. And it was like a way of hiding myself. It
Mm-hmm.
cooled the body down and then also hid me. I did that. Okay, I know it sounds stupid, but I did that. And then they couldn't really see me. But they kept telling me to breathe through my nose and not my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up later going through this like little riverbed. It had all this mud, and I was crawling on my knees. But I did it for a reason, because if you walked in it, your legs just sunk. So I went on my knees, and you went across.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, stand up. I'm like, I'm not gonna stand up. You go on your knees, because there was that going on, and then they were playing games. The other part were going, what is she doing? Why is she doing that? Um, and I kept thinking that one of the agencies would stop my original perps from doing this, but it never happened. And so I'm following this riverbed, but I was going downstream by this time and crawling over things and so on and so forth. And at one point, I came to um, a cement uh, big gargantuan pipe that you can walk through. I mean, it's big enough for you to walk through. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Can you see the traces?
A little, yeah.
Especially right there. That's one sitting right there.
Hmm.
I don't know how well it messes with them,
Hmm.
through the rock. But I know they got to penetrate certain. But I don't know if it's actual
They got pissed off at
their
me
eye.
with, they called it a laser. They got the lady underneath me to lie and call the cops and said I had a laser
Yeah.
when I never had one. And it was,
Well, I mean, it's
mhm.
illegal to have, as long as you're not hitting freaking. If you don't get all complaints from
I don't think it's
FAA,
illegal.
you're good. No, it's
Oh,
not.
hmm,
It's not. I mean, you can even you can build a high powered one,
hmm,
and it's perfectly legal as
hmm,
long as you're not selling a high powered
hmm,
one.
hmm. Well, anyway, I went into this ceramic pipe, and they couldn't see me. So they used this other technology to hear me and locate me and find me. And that was that at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, but that was at that
Hey,
time.
I must have got him because he just called me an asshole. Well,
Why?
he's been working on me the past few seconds here.
Really?
Well, I had it in that direction.
Okay. 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 Hmm.
I usually set up my Christmas lights and stuff in different directions when I'm in working the garage building helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the biggest thing, what I learned now is also, see, the helmets are beautiful. They help with the healing of your mind, your brain. Um, but the thing is that they also use other tactics and different weapons
Mhm.
to to break down the body as well in
Mhm.
different ways. Is through the eyes,
Mhm.
and that's where I came up with the UV, and they
Mhm.
work beautifully. I should have brought them down here too.
Mhm.
Um, and then I mean they do help. Um, I actually changed the helmets differently, where the magnets have their own space,
Mhm.
and the rest of the shielding is to redirect and nullify the freaking the high power directed energy that does damage to the brain in
Mhm.
separate. So
Mhm.
the magnets have their job not as well as uh, um, reducing their energy
Mhm.
and to to actually catch their different frequencies, because that's why I have them in reverse, because it
Mhm.
is plus or negative, it goes up and down, and so it really rides a spectrum, a different spectrums, to actually catch whatever little lower frequencies to get through.
Mhm.
Um, the only other thing that I'm gonna build and test out and make it big to actually shield the house is plasma. I don't
Mhm.
know if I'll send you a link with plasma shielding.
Okay.
Um,
Very good.
it can be done, and they
Mhm.
talk about using it for spaceships, but
Mhm.
it can stop directed energy,
Mhm.
and it will charge up and energize and making it stronger by directed energy attacks.
Really.
And as well, it will stop
Mhm.
frequency from signals going like transmissions
Mhm.
going in and out.
Mhm.
So what I
Mhm.
was thinking, what pops in my head is making a fiberglass walls
Mhm.
that will be boxed in about a good foot,
Mhm.
about a good foot. That should be enough,
Mhm.
and then fill the walls and
Mhm.
around the house. So even the windows, you'll still have light come in, but
Mhm.
whatever energy
Mhm.
will be stopped, because it will hit the plasma, and then it would take the the atoms and the freaking the protons and neutrons and just freaking destroy them before it even goes past the other side. Um, the reason why it's got to be in boxes is to keep that energy alive, to create that force field. And besides, you don't want to be in it anyways, because it might be a dangerous effect on the body as well. But I'm thinking something in case fiberglass.
Mhm.
Well, not in, well, I mean that like that thick like fish tank
Mhm.
plastic or whatever.
Mhm.
I think that should do it.
Acrylic plastic.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
And it'll be cheaper than glass,
Mhm.
I think. But I
Mhm.
mean, I just have to set up prototypes.
Mhm.
Um, they make it sound space agey,
Mhm.
but anything's possible because look what we're dealing with.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
um, I bet you anything we can use it, and it sounds really fucking promising,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
they I mean they literally say what it does.
Hmm.
Um, I'm
Mhm.
actually getting uh, my secretary. She's going to line me up for conventions,
Mhm.
um, trade shows,
Mhm.
and I'm going to set up a booth,
Mhm.
and then that pertains to this technology, or
Mhm.
in technology in general.
Mhm.
Number one, it's going to create attention that people will know that knows about this type of technology,
Mhm.
that there is a possibility for shielding, because not supposed to be. It's supposed to be literally just dominating,
Mhm.
and as well as it could bring in people that know exactly if there's anything that there is out there that can shield and will work.
Mhm.
So either way, I'm gonna get. Plus, I'll get negative too,
Mhm.
but it could get us in the nitty gritty of in the mud, so to speak.
Mhm.
This bullshit.
Mhm.
Instead of shooting in the dark, because I have to test everything that someone brings to my attention.
Do me a favor. Take that light, point it at me. I'll close my eyes.
Alright,
I want to kind of get. I want to see what it does to them.
alright.
Mhm. Mhm. I'm closing my eyes. They're still doing things, but not as much. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Pay
In
attention.
there?
Yeah. Do the on ground
Okay.
because
On
those are
ground?
the Americans down here in the corner. Her, she's my pain. Yep, that's my pain right there. It does bug them. Yep. It's like take a shower in this stuff.
Yeah, right.
mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I mean, I try to get Ian. I said, look, dude. Look. And he's talking about providing for his family, and he's broke. He's losing his damn car and not working. And I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, providing for your family. You're not doing anything.
Mhm.
All you're doing is just, you know, you're in the mix, and you need to do something. Because I said, why don't you have a new fucking car? Why don't you fucking Uber people?
True.
And then and he goes, I won't drive a perp. I'm not gonna drive a perp. I said, dude, so you rather go broke and literally wind up on the streets? Is that what you want?
Mhm.
You know? And then I said, well, look, dude, I kind of was, hoping that you would get to that point where you would realize, being there with your family is not going to help them. Why don't you fucking join me to the
Mhm.
fight, and then help me out, and I'll give you a job where you can
Mhm.
send money to your family.
Mhm.
And then he's saying, well, that's doing what they're doing. It's the same evil. I said, dude, sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. And then he's like, uh, and he's just coming up with these excuses, and I'm like, you know what, dude? Right now I have shit to do. You're wasting my fucking time. You know,
Mhm.
don't call me again.
Mhm.
It's like you're either with the changes, and you're saying, "Oh, I'm fighting. I'm with the resistance," but yeah, in your mind. And what is that? What is this whole game is supposed to be for? Freaking, to keep your mind occupied so you don't do anything about it,
Right.
and then you're dead.
Mhm.
And then he had done nothing.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
and I had it, because everything I had to say, he was like, "Oh well, if you remove that evil, then and someone else will move in," or like, I'll be, I'll get used to the power of removing, and then I'll become the other evil. And I was like, dude, there is nothing that is going to freaking
Mhm.
change my belief in God, and in how I conduct myself as far as following the code.
Mhm.
And it's like
Go over my head again. Mhm. Yep.
and then
Mhm.
I told him, I said, I've been the same person from when I was young till now, but just gotten better and smarter. I have never freaking used anything to harm
Mhm.
or manipulate or freaking anything
That's
to that
true.
matter. And it's like
They're
that
under
was just wasting my damn time.
yeah, well, they're under the assumption people are intrinsically evil and will always be evil, which is not
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That is not true because you have power does not mean that you would be like that or turn like that. Okay. I'm like, okay, get
Want to turn
balanced.
on a light in here?
No, it's like no, I need to get used to it. They're bugging me, so that's why.
Yeah,
That's
you
what.
see how there's no really difference. So
Mhm.
I'm just saying the Connex. I don't want you to waste your money. You know.
What's a Connex?
Well, you said you're going to do a Connex or a box to put in the
Oh
ground.
yeah.
Yeah.
Point in that direction. Well,
Okay.
now they moved. Okay, yeah, they are a little bit there. Okay.
Want me to just give you this thing?
I'm like,
But it's just. I mean,
mm,
it would be. Yeah, the button's right where your hand's at.
okay.
It would be.
Mhm.
Uh, um, a good thing to have it, but I
Mhm.
mean, you really have to have. I just have to look up the plans how to make it.
Mhm.
What it will do, it will fry anything in the air to cleanse it.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
so that way,
This stuff makes you dizzy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can put it on solid and stuff like that.
No, it's okay. I'm bugging them. And if you see me do weird things, that's really what I'm doing.
No, that's all right. I know
Okay.
what you're doing. I
Okay.
know this whole bullshit.
Okay. Well, a lot of people don't understand what I'm doing. When I start moving around, it's because they're bugging me.
Yeah, I don't trip out on it.
They harass
I know
me.
what you mean. I've done a lot of weird shit just to fucking, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
to freaking get back at them or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm gonna do it anyway because I'd rather have something than
Okay.
nothing. I'm tired of being exposed.
Well, I'll make sure that you
Mm-hmm.
have what you will need
Mm-hmm.
to make sure you have clean air in there,
Mm-hmm.
and will
Mm-hmm.
destroy those particles.
Okay.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I like the plasma idea a lot. I like this light. I like this light because if I had it flashing all the time, something like this, I think that would be another form of shielding
Yeah.
because it does bug them. And they're always in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Apparently that's some kind of visual something cortex.
Yeah, because it's.
I'd rather have a scalar.
Because the connection, the connection drone, it's above your head all the time, just like a Sims game. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You know, everybody's got one nowadays.
Okay. Well, the ones that are above are always in the back of my head. What else was I thinking? If I get the scalar waves, I think that would be another thing, but then they might be, I don't really care. At some point, I'm going to get the scalar waves that can actually be a weapon.
All the you know, you just need a power source, and then you know, I'll give you the one I got.
Okay.
You know, or I can build something for you. We just need a power source for it.
Can you use
that
just
one? It's that one you see of that guy who was talking about on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think you need like 2 or 1 in every corner, but
Okay.
I've been working on the frequency hertz generator, you know, that will give you you know, the good feeling, the well rested, and the healing hertz that your body needs. You know, like the hertz they took out of you know, music and everything, and they lowered it and they changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to make, put into my speakers, and have it in my room, so that way I have that constant feeling, you know, and that way when you wake up, and there's 2 of them, one's for healing, and then one's for, you know, just so that you have peace while you're sleeping, you know, and I'm building one for myself and
Marley?
No. For a girl that my secretary, a girl that helps me, because she has MS. Her daughters have problems too, and I want them to feel good. I mean, they've been high school friends, so.
Okay.
And plus, I'm gonna invest in her, so.
Okay. 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 So this is, how many feet did you say this? 50, 80?
No, it's about 80 to 90.
Okay, here's this back.
Okay. Turn on the light first.
Okay, there. Okay. Let me get it. I have it in my pocket. Okay. So, yeah, Shayla wanted to come, but I came too late.
Oh, shit, we could have grabbed her up.
Well, she said she didn't want to come. It's too late.
It's too late.
She had to do the meeting. Today was Sunday, so the meeting.
Oh. Well, after the meeting, we can go grab her.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to come here at night? Does she want to come here at night?
I'll come out here at night.
Okay.
That's no problem.
Let's go check her out, see if she wants to.
My ass is killing me.
Rocks are not exactly.
See, right now they're threatening me, like, don't you show them, you know, at night, you know, them. Let's hear the part of the cave or no?
Oh, sure.
Oh, my ass. They threaten me all the time. That's just
Yeah.
a way of forming control.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, give love, you know, get love, you know, don't get no love, get no love. You know?
It's better back here. Oh my God. Okay, well that's just, it ends right there. Okay. Hold on. Okay. That was a little scary. Okay,
This is where it ends. I mean, look how big it is. Some idiots were have a little bonfire in here The problem with having a fire inside of a cave, it will loosen up the freaking, you know, the shell of the cave like that. You see how the part fell off? The smoke loosens up the fucking, the rock.
The further you go in, the better. That's what I'm finding out. It's not, yeah.
Now we're for about 80, 85 feet.
Okay.
I think. It's diving. I wish I had like something that would tell me.
That's where my.
There's an app for that.
Okay.
You go. A depth finder. Would that even tell you anything? A depth finder?
A debt?
A depth?
Oh, depth finder. Okay.
Well, you won't get any signal in here
Ultrasound?
anyway.
Sonic something?
Sonic, I mean. Even if you turn the lights off in here, I mean, you'll see that shit penetrate through the walls.
Really? So it's penetrating.
I mean, can you see the particles at all?
I just see when you do the blue light, I see the particles then.
Turn off the light and stand still and
Okay.
see if you see anything. It's a blue particle light.
Okay. I'm like going, how do I do this with the phone?
Put the phone up against your chest.
Okay.